Hello there, welcome back to the channel. Sit back, relax, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another fountain pen review. And in this fountain pen review, we are going to have a closer look at the Leonardo latest fountain pen in the Supernova series, Bohemian Twilight, or how the Italians would say, Il Supernova Bohemian Twilight. 25th of March last year was a big day. It was the launch date of the Supernova model from Leonardo Officina Italiana, and is this beast right here that I carry in this beautiful Carolina Pen Company resin PM4 primary manipulation, and it was a shocking revelation. It came with an ink window and it was a jaw-dropping moment. It's in my personal fountain collection. I reviewed it. It's right here. 1 year apart from that time, in these days, we are going to have the Bohemian Twilight. Again, a primary manipulation resin. We're talking about Bohemian Twilight from Carolina Pen Company. Again, 199 fountain pens for each of those 4 individual trim colors, and I do have one in each specific trim color. So these fountain pens were sent on loan and I don't have the boxes. We're gonna move briefly through some of the details that are quite similar. I'm gonna point out some of the things that are different from last year. Leonardo Officina Italiana paid attention to your feedback and changed some of the small details that's having a very big impact in this latest collection. And to be honest, I played with this fountain pen for the past few days, so I have a very good understanding of what is different from the previous edition. Like usual, I'm going to show you the details. I'm going to show you a side-by-side comparison with other Leonardo Officina Italiana fountain pens and some other models as well. Of course, you're not going to miss the writing sample, because I'm going to show you how this beautiful fountain pen is writing with a stunning 14 karat Yeovo nib. So it's not the Lafayette nib, it's the Yeovo one from the previous model as well. And in the end, I'm going to conclude everything in some personal opinions, and this video, it's done. We have rhodium, gold, this is rose gold, and now ruthenium. Beautiful. Each fountain pen in this stunning trim color comes with something different, and this is the PM4 from last year. Let me give you some information about Leonardo Officina Italiana. They are the Mavericks, and when I say Mavericks, they did it for the first time. Now everyone is on their interest with primary manipulation, with Jonathan Brooks, with Carolina Pen Company. I see a lot of other manufacturers from Italy of fountain pens looking for that, getting to taste this incredible material that offers such a unique palette of colors, and it's just simply mind-blowing that it's just like working a fountain pen out of a piece of art or painting. Is that unique? Anyway, Leonardo Officina Italiana did it for the first time, so they are Mavericks in this kind of collaboration. And when you see Leonardo Officina Italiana, which is a company that has so much history, more than 45 years of experience in making fountain pens, they are joining with Jonathan Brooks, who is a pen maker, resin maker, artist, pretty much a person that is very appreciated in the fountain pen world, and it will forever be. I'm pretty sure of that. When you see this kind of collaboration, you can expect pretty much the best, because Leonardo Officina Italiana comes with a very good writing instrument and combines it with a material like this one right here, which is primary manipulation by Jonathan Brooks. Let me define primary manipulation. So it's actually a resin which is poured individually by Jonathan Brooks. He's gonna mix a few colors. In this case, we have blue, we have minty green, we have this incredible chatoyant brown. I do suspect it's one of the key ingredients in the primary manipulation success is that the colors don't mix, they actually float inside. And when this resin is setting, those colors are going to be randomly distributed throughout this resin. So we are talking about the limited edition of 800 fountain pens, but each of them are individually apart from each other. I think this is enough details. Let's move on and let me show you some of the key aspects of this incredible fountain pen. I'm gonna base my review on the silver version because this will be mine, and this is the only fountain pen that I've inked up from the 4 that I received, and they will pop in and out in this video, and I'm gonna show you some comparisons with the old model, with the different trim colors. So we have a fountain pen which is flat at ends. The shape is very simple. It's slightly tapering in towards the cap finial, and it is tapering in a little bit more on the barrel of the fountain pen. The clip is something which Leonardo has been using from a few years ago with a small wheel, and it's a very practical clip. The cap band configuration is one that Leonardo has been using on the previous edition of the Supernova. As you see right here, we have a geometrical design, larger cap band centered in between 2 smaller rings. There is a little bit of material in between centering the larger cap band, and I think that shows a lot of class from Leonardo. Opposite to the clip, we have engraved Leonardo Italy, and this tells you the story. Leonardo Italy. 2 words that says a long story of success in the fountain pen world. As usual, the Supernova is a screw cap. We don't have too many turns of the cap to uncap the fountain pen, and we are gonna have a very good look at the nib. This is the 14 karat gold nib from Leonardo Officina Italiana, which has been made by Yeovo for them, and it's laser engraved 14 karat. On this fountain pen we have a broad point, and it is powered by a ebonite feeder which is heat set by Leonardo Officina Italiana. Each fountain pen is checked in the factory by them, and also it's gonna get checked right here before sending it out on your way. These nibs are known to be very consistent, wet writers, smooth. There is some give to them, there is some elasticity. The entire range of sizes available for these nibs are extra fine, fine, medium, broad, and a stub, and there is 2 very interesting elastic options, elastic extra fine and elastic fine. Those offer a little bit more flexibility, softness. If you are looking for a little bit of character to your writing, that will help you, and on this edition comes without any added cost. And we have the nib and the feeder friction fitted inside the section, so if you want to remove the nib, you will have to grip together with the feeder and pull it out. Now let's have a look at some ergonomics. We do have the same section like in the previous edition, as you can closely see right here. Let's give it a twist. Let's try the gold trim color fountain pen just for a little bit of diversity. So we do have the section being done like an hourglass. It is slightly thinner in the middle, then it flares out a little bit towards the nib and a little bit towards the capping threads right here. Going up from the threads right here, we have the ink window, and different from last year, we have a little bit more elegant. It is not that large, and it is centered a little bit lower, and it has these 2 metal rings. This year, Leonardo did something pretty incredible, and they added a sort of transition from this point towards the ink window a little bit more shallow, and this helped a lot, to be honest. Visually, first of all, as an impact, the fountain pen looks to be a little bit more linear, a little bit more smooth in my opinion. And let me zoom in to show you this. Here you go. This is how it looks as a closer view is taken, and to be honest, it flows a little bit better, but in my opinion, even the last year fountain pen was still a great deal. And we have the thickest point of the fountain pen right here, then it starts to taper in towards this ring, and this marks the finishing of the barrel of the fountain pen. We do have a very nice random dispersion of colors. We have brown, we have this deep chatoyant blue, then we have this minty bluish turquoise, very nice, and this color is incredible. And I will tell you what do I think is gonna be the challenge with this fountain pen later in the video. Anyway, we are gonna move at the piston knob. It is ending just like the cap with a flushed end. This is the larger piston, and you will have a look in the ink window coming down. This is the piston. This is made in-house by Leonardo Officina Italiana. The entire piston assembly is made out of aluminum, so we do have a very robust filling system. And as usual with Leonardo Officina Italiana, if you have one of this piston removal tools, you can actually disassemble your fountain pen, take the piston assembly out, and you can pretty much maintain, grease your piston assembly, and pretty much it comes in very, very handy. Last detail I'm going to show you is the limited edition number, which is engraved. There is a little bit of difference in between these fountain pens, the one from last year and the one that's from this year. The one from last year, it is like 3 millimeters longer, 1.5 millimeter more thickest on the last year edition of the Supernova than this one. The size difference, it's not that obvious, but if you have the PM4 and if you are gonna acquire the Bohemian Twilight, you're gonna see that there is a little bit of difference in regards of the diameter of the fountain pen, and also the fact that it is like 3 millimeters shorter than the one from last year. I think this is it in regards of details. Now let's have a look side by side to see this Supernova next to other fountain pen models. Then we will have the writing sample. Here we have the Supernova Bohemian Twilight next to a Leonardo Momento Zero Grande 2.0, Momento Zero Arabian Nights, Penventure exclusive. Then we have the Supernova PM4 from last year, Supernova regular size, a little bit shorter, and a Pelican M1000. We are clearly dealing with an oversized fountain pen, yet it is not that cartoonish oversized. It's still practical and usable. Here we have a look uncapped, and the Bohemian Twilight sits a little bit taller than the Momento Zero, sits very, very similar with a Momento Zero Grande 2.0. Both of them have the ink window. In regards of having a look side by side, the PM4 from last year looks like uncapped. The story is a little bit more similar, so the only difference in between them, it's 1 or 2 millimeters. The regular size of the Supernova, it is shorter than the normal Bohemian Twilight. And here we have the Pelican M1000, very similar in regards of length. Capped like this, the Bohemian Twilight measures 147 millimeters versus the PM4 from last year 150 millimeters. Uncapped like this, in writing position, it measures 135 millimeters. Posted, it is measuring an astounding 177 millimeters, and the diameter at the thickest point of the fountain pen right here is 16 millimeters. The total weight of the fountain pen, fully inked and capped or posted, is 35 grams, and in writing position, uncapped like so, is 24 grams. In regards of the pricing, for the Supernova Bohemian Twilight, if you are interested to get one of these incredible fountain pens, the pricing is 533 euros, no VAT. These fountain pens are available at Penventure. We're still looking for that, getting them in a matter of a week or so. So I'm gonna drop you a link down below if you're interested to secure one of these fountain pens, because we do have a limited quantity and the pre-orders will have priority. You can go there and you can have it from Penventure. Let's get back to the fountain pen, and let me grab some paper towels right here, and the ink that we are gonna ink the fountain pen with is Diamine Twilight. I think the colors will show you why the resin is called Bohemian Twilight, because the incredible shades of this Diamine Twilight ink, it's very similar to the ones that we have on the fountain pen. I picked the broad for my personal fountain pen. These fountain pens are on loan, they will be getting back, but anyway, the one that I'm after is a silver trim version with a 14 karat broad nib pen. Ooh, Leonardo Momento, Momento, it's Supernova Bohemian Twilight. I'm gonna put like a B and T. Ink, Diamine, and this is Twilight. As a side note, if you're interested in Diamine inks, learn that Penventure is the Diamine sole distributor in Romania. The entire range of inks from Diamine, all colors, either it's bottle, cartridge, you name it, we do have it, and it is available in our stock. Nib of the fountain pen, we do have 14 karat gold, and this is a broad, and I'm gonna say like Yeovo paper. We do have Tomoe River paper, 52 GSM. In regards of the wetness, these nibs are known to be a little bit more wet than the La Fenice ones, so it's a good opportunity to see this live. Normal, figure of 8s. On this nibs we do have some line variation because the broad point, it is ground in such a way that there is a little bit of line variation. Flex, not that you would flex a broad nib, but if you apply a little bit of pressure, you can clearly see we do have some line variation, but that it is offered only by the ink pulling down, and I don't consider these nibs as being flexi nibs. Those flexi options are available, are the elastic extra fine and elastic fine. So if you want something with flex, that will be the one to get. The quick brown fox jumps over the lazy dog. The nib keeps up very well. It is a nib that rides with a hint of a feedback, nothing unpleasant. We do have a little bit of line variation from the natural grind of the broad point. This is not that pronounced at the fine, extra fine, medium points. And to be honest, I really think this kind of nibs are gonna be missed at Leonardo Officina Italiana. So this fountain pen, it's still one of those chances that you have to get a nib that's made by Yeovo for Leonardo Officina Italiana. It is laser engraved with that logo with the wings, Italy. Let me clear my table and let's discuss a little bit my personal opinions regarding this fountain pen. Let's put them all in the same frame, and we have silver trim, we do have gold trim, we do have rose gold and ruthenium black. Each trim color is incredible and makes the look of the primary manipulation resin look completely different. So like I told you a few moments ago, the big challenge would be the picking of the trim color. My theory with colors is that when you have cold tone colors, like example blue, minty green like this one, you will probably be better off with silver or ruthenium. If you have something which is a little bit more warm, like red, pinkish red, orange, brown, it would be better off with something rose gold or gold. This resin has both warm tone colors in the brown, which is chatoyant and beautiful, you can see it in person right here, and it has this deep blue, night blue, this minty turquoise, and those are cold colors. Yeah, it's gonna be a tricky challenge to pick the one trim color that is gonna be hitting your spot. I do love the fact that Leonardo Officina Italiana took your feedback and actually improved this part right here, which makes the fountain pen a little bit more smoother to the eye, the transition, and the fact that it's done like so. It's gonna address a lot of you out there that pointed out that there is this larger step up in the previous model from last year, and that was like making you not go for this fountain pen. Now it is addressed. I do love the more elegant smaller ink window with the two rings centering it. The collection is large enough. 199 fountain pens is gonna be around for a little bit of time, so it's gonna be plenty of opportunities to get it regardless where you are purchasing it from. So this is good. Flat at ends. It is like 2 or 3 millimeters shorter than the last edition. I would have loved to have the same fountain pen, the same size. You will enjoy it. It's still a practical model. You can carry this fountain pen in a lot of travel cases, pen cases, pen rolls, pen sleeves, pretty much anything. You can still fit it. It is not ridiculously big like, for example, a Namiki Emperor. Anyway, I think this is it. Let me know your opinions. Let me know if you have questions. If this video was useful, Don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up. This will help me a lot with the YouTube algorithm to have my content reaching out to many more just as passionate as you and me in regards of fountain pens. Scrolling down below, you'll find the details also for our website, our social media accounts, phone number, email, anything and everything that you may need in order to get in contact with me. Thank you so much for your support. Thank you for staying so long with me on the Pen Venture YouTube channel for this review. If you want to support the growth of the Pen Venture YouTube channel, don't forget to subscribe. If you're not subscribed, it's easy. It's one click away. Just click there, turn the notification bell on, and you will be notified whenever we have new content like the one we have right now. If you want to continue watching my other videos, I'm gonna leave you this right here. You can click and enjoy. I look forward to seeing you next video. Take care, stay safe. Arrivederci, bye bye.